You just step in their necks, constantly abuse them.
Scared to death Negroes are my enemy.
You just step in their necks, constantly abuse them.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. I got to come to you real quick with this one here. Ladies and gentlemen, salute to everybody that's tapped in. This is going to be a quick one, family. It's not going to be too crazy. Salute to my brother Nico in the building. Salute, Nico. Salute to you, fam. Yeah. It's not going to be a super long one. This is a quick one here. I want to bring some things to y'all attention, y'all. And my message to the family is don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Okay? Yeah. I got to put in a little extra work today. I got to put in a little extra work, man. It's because it's some shit that I need everybody to be aware of. All right? We're going to take a brief commercial break, and I'll be right back, though. We're going to be right back. Brief commercial break. And we tapping into this thing.
One love, y'all. God bless y'all. Black Americans all over the country, baby.
They say don't wait When that shit get crazy, leave, give up that day. But if I had to cease my love, 1,000 seas I drown to stay. Cause when it gets hard, it's never even close to what I've suffered. Till you came into my life and brought some peace, removed the clutter, reconstructed trust. My heart you clutched, focused, and you aim. Pulled the trigger on a life with you that nobody could graze. I could see with you in darkness, making moves and power plays. In the shadows of the sunlight, ultraviolet, super rays.
See, I can look at other people's creations, but I can also see the reflection of my people when I see these people.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Salute to everybody. If you're here for the first time, this is On the Next Podcast, brought to you by Bloodline Films from the Soil, Black American docu-series, where we travel all around the country, highlighting the grassroots advocates, food, culture, and cuisine, while they're in pursuit of reparative justice. And if you didn't know, this quick canopy cocktail hour is going to be served up out of the community kitchen, family. All right? Yeah, and I'm your host, Chef C from New Jersey. Now, real quick, I see Brother Nico in the building. Salute to Brother Nico. I see Sister Star in the building. Salute, Sister Star in the building. Most definitely. This is going to be a quick one. Again, we got a cocktail hour. We're going to bang this out as quickly as we can. First and foremost, for those who may be catching it for the first time, catching the playback, Biden did resign from taking up candidacy for the next term. However, it does not void his current term, which he is working potentially all the way through July, y'all. Okay? Let's be clear. He is still sitting president until we go through July. But the thing that drove Chef C to come and spin the block on this real quick, ladies and gentlemen, is that I deem it necessary that I sound the alarm. Okay? Sound the alarm on the mere fact that within this last week, let's be clear, there's been a lot of different things taking place, family. Okay? This is just another thing to get you to say, hey, don't look over here, but look in this direction. What do I mean? All right, what you talking about, Chef? Let's go there real quick then. Okay. Last week, 911 had talked about some cyber attacks taking place within their ranks, so to speak. All right, so they've been having some technical issues over there with 911 dispatching, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. But what I need to bring to your attention is that Israeli government has now taken over dispatching for the entire emergency call system here in the United States. How many of y'all knew about that? Salute the Drip in the building. Salute, Drip. Salute, my nigga. How many of y'all knew about that? So if you're calling 911, family, if you're calling 911, let me be clear about this. If you call 911, somebody breaking in your house, whatever it is somebody that's doing and taking control of the entire dispatching for the United States of America, right? It is all the way in Israel taking care of this stuff. The government dictates what's important and what's not important in Israel. Did y'all hear me? See, this is why I want everybody to sit here. Right. A company out in Israel is handling this. Okay. This is why I want everybody to pay attention to that, because that was something that was taken care of here through our government. Okay. Now it has been moved with this sleight of hand. Another sleight of hand. Just like y'all also recently during the week, right? What have they been telling you? Shit been acting up at the banks. People been getting notifications. Go to your bank, get your money out. Some cyber is some of these companies and banks are experiencing cyber attacks. Well, guess what, y'all? What do you think your government is also doing? Your government is slowly trying to move into the new currency as well. They're hijacking it, y'all. This is to get you to say, don't look over here. Look over where. That quick, I got no views in here. I know the family's still in here, but my indicator is saying nobody's in the building, y'all. See? My indicator is saying nobody's in the building, but I see y'all in the chat. That's a fact. Salute the drip. Hit the like button, family. Hit the like. This is some real news that your boy is breaking. Yes, digital currency will be the new thing. However, it's another way to keep track on how your funds are being brought in, how to tax you, ladies and gentlemen. Within this past week, all type of plays have been ran, and they're getting to you to chase the banana in the tailpipe. They want you to chase that red herring, y'all. Don't look over here and see what's really going on. Let's roll out that Biden is stepping down, although he's not stepping down. He's just fading to the shadows to work them shadows, y'all. He's fading to the shadows to work them shadows with this bullshit ass, I'm stepping down resignation letter. He ain't going nowhere. We can't be confused by this. He's not going anywhere. He's still going to be there for the remaining of this term, y'all. For the next, 6 months? Right? Because again, we can't confuse it. They don't immediately move out of office once November is said and done. They finish out the year, family. They finish out the year. So what I am saying to y'all, right? I'm saying to y'all, don't forget anything that you've been seeing. It is about to ramp up. Salute to my sister Q to the scales. It is about to ramp up. All the Houdini, now you see me, now you don't shit is about to be on full blast right now. Because I'm going through YouTube, they only showing 2 people in here. It's more y'all responding in the chat, in the community kitchen chat. But YouTube telling me it's only 2 or 3 people in here. They know what I'm talking about is real. Israel is responsible for getting people dispatched to you on time or not. And is there not a war going on in Israel? Protect Israel, save all of that shit going on right now? Is that not what's happening right now, man? I want y'all to make it make sense. So now, while Israel, Palestine, all this shit is going on, salute to Vina in the chat. Salute, Sister Vina. Let me put some gunshots for the sisters coming in here. Sister Vina, Sister Q to the scale. Salute. Let me get. Yeah. While the finesse is happening, y'all, we need to keep our heads on a swivel. Again, there's going to be shitty family members that won't listen to you. When you start talking this black shit, protect yourself. Look out for the family, things like that. Leave them niggas alone. Let them get the fuck up out the way. Hold your head. Do what you got to do to protect yourselves, family. There's so many celebrities who've been coming out over the last 3 years talking about bunkers that they have purchased or building. Rick Ross, Kim Kardashian, George Clooney, Justin Timberlake, your man from Facebook. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, family. It's some shit really going on. They know what's going on. They're trying to reset it. This ain't no fear mongering. Why in the hell is Israel in charge of dispatching any aid to American citizens while them not even being anywhere near this? Let's make it make sense here. But Biden magically withdraws on a Sunday. What are they trying to hide on the Sunday? Why are they getting everybody to look at this on a Sunday? What happened all this past week, family? Folks coming out saying they can't withdraw no shit from the ATMs. How many of y'all was having troubles when you went to the ATM? I know when I tried to take money out the bank this week, and it wasn't even through the ATM, the lady was like, oh, I got to get permission. It wasn't even no heavy paper like that. Shout out to Sister Vina, USA, doing them dirty deals. I went to the bank earlier this week, and they was talking about I got to get permission to take out a pennies. Pennies, family. And then you go across and you start finding out a whole bunch of other folks was having issues getting money out the bank this week. Plays are being ran. Shout out to Brother Nico. Share this, y'all. Plays are being ran. This ain't no. You know what I mean? It's no conspiracy shit. Just check it out for yourself. Ask any family member. Did they have a problem this week trying to get some shit moved out of their bank? That's all. And then you're gonna understand that there's a company by the name of CrowdStrike, family, that said and CrowdStrike pretty much surveys cybersecurity and everything all throughout the United States. Okay, and even some abroad shit. CrowdStrike, I believe, is the company. Okay, I believe that's the company. Look into that. Find out the cyber incidents that were taking place this week, family. Okay. The CEO came out and said that they were supposedly hacked or whatever. Some bullshit happened to them. Now, this CrowdStrike, for whatever reason, has so much responsibility as it pertains to how our money and things are flowing, y'all. But magically, the banks were having issues. Telecoms were having issues, right? Right. So come on, Nico. They was messing with voting machines in 2020. Just this past week, family, they was messing with some of the stock market. Okay. There's plays happening, real plays happening. Just want everybody to understand. And these are some of the companies that are responsible for it. Like I just said, CrowdStrike. Okay. The food game is shout out to my sister Star. Family, start growing your own food. Become as self-sufficient as humanly possible. This is why, for those of you who don't know, I have a garden in my old hometown. We've been trying to do this for a very long time. I source where I can when I'm up top there. Salute the brother Black Laren in the building. Salute the brother Black Laren in the building. Salute. Listen, I had to run this a second time, y'all, because again, now with the pulling out to tell you that, hey, look at your girl Kamala Harris. I want y'all to be aware that the whole thing with Kamala Harris, it's going to be about all the old propaganda which they rolled out with her in the very beginning, right? That's to say, hey, look at her back then. But let's not forget this chick. Don't forget Kamala Harris. You see what I underlined in that headliner, right, y'all? Y'all see what I underlined in that headliner, right? Now, I'll be trying to do all my other stuff. I got to work. I got to work, family. But some of this shit, I got to come to y'all and break the news, family. See, the headline was your first Black female VP. Has that not been the talking point? Just help me out. Has that not been the talking point? Well, according to 2016, ladies and gentlemen, right? This article is from Political, right? Kamala Harris, California, Kamala Harris becomes your first Indian American U.S. Senator. Family, don't get fooled by none of this shit. She is there to keep you distracted for another play that's coming down the pipeline. Do you hear what I'm saying to y'all? She's here to keep you distracted. There's other plays going on. Biden is fading to black on purpose. He's fading to black. He will be running diabolical plays behind the scene. She is now being rolled out with her fucking collard greens, family. She is now being rolled out with them raggedy ass collard greens to have you look over here. It is more imperative now than it has ever been for Black Americans to pay attention to policy. Do you understand? You need to lock into policy. That's where they are paper genociding us. Right there. Policy. And they rolling this raggedy out again just to say, hey, nothing to see over here. This Indian American. Huh? Apple don't fall far from the tree. Look at that picture, y'all. Look at that picture. Huh? Kamala Harris with the dot in the middle of her head. That's your first VP. If it ain't clear enough, let me give you this. Like mother, like daughter. Huh? Like mother, like daughter. Stop letting them tell you some bullshit. For anybody that's getting rolled out with the jokes, don't let them fool you. Look over here. She might have another chance, sis, to do it again. Your loudmouth propaganda people too. The influencers, quote unquote, they're gonna tell you, oh, they rolling Kamala out to run some. They putting Kamala out there. Sis is gonna have a chance to finally make it happen, and people hating on her. Blah blah blah. Don't listen to these big mouth influencers. Shout out Amanda Seals. Shout out fucking DL Hughley. These folks are all payroll and their expense lines on a fucking expense report, Excel spreadsheet. Do you hear me, family? They're part of the Excel spread expense report. That's all. Trying to make it make sense for y'all. Yeah, how do you mean? This is not a play. She is not the main candidate. Do not be confused. They're going to pull out somebody else. This is a red herring. Sounding the alarm. Let me do that like I do with them sounds. I'm sounding the alarm for the family. Sound the alarm. Huh? I'm sounding the alarm for the family. Okay? If you got enough patience with your family members who still on bullshit, okay, you can tell them this is what's happening. But don't waste your time either. I'm going to say that too. Don't waste your time trying to save a raggedy family member who's on some vote blue no matter who. If they ready to crash out, you can't save them. This ain't the time to put a nigga cape on. You understand? This ain't the time. They could go ahead and have them collard greens with her. Huh? Remember, this is the same chick who's an Indian American. Right? Indian American. Talking about she remember the stories of Kwanzaa. Huh? She remember all the times the Kwanzaa stories that her family used to talk about. You know how they eat? But I want to bring something up while we're here, family, because there's a lot. Again, this is propaganda at its finest right now in its finest hour. Okay? This is why you got little niggas like Chef C and other little warriors that's coming out trying to break the news to you that be on the real shit. As close to real shit as they can get. Right? Because again, it's a battle of propaganda. Big bank take little bank. I'm a little bank nigga. I know they're going to smother me out, but I need y'all to like, share this. Like and share this. Do what you can to make it do what it do, family. Right? Do what you can to make it do what it do. Okay? Again, cybersecurity is down because they're trying to usher in the new currency. Get everybody on the books. So any quote unquote under the table money that you make, they can find out ways to tax you for getting it. Okay. This is what's been going on this past week. It is the play. It is the play, y'all. Well, at least one of the many plays that has been ran this week. Okay. Your banks, right? Your protection systems will now be ushered out and now given off the responsibility to Israel. Okay. Why is that now being dropped off as a responsibility to a whole other country that's supposedly in battle right now with Palestine, with Pakistanians? Let me bring this up to you. Let me play this real quick, family. Let me play this. Bear with your boy. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe real quick, family. We're going to bring this up. I just want to make sure everybody understands what's happening here. Remember a few things. Black folks get amnesia real quick. We don't need to be those folks. All right. In this hour, we don't need amnesia. Okay. And we don't need a Indian chick. Nothing against them, but this is the diabolical right here. Cosplaying. This is what they call, some of the folks they call tether. She does that very well. Collard greens in hand. She went as far as to even tell you her collard green story. I don't mean to laugh. This is actually pretty sad. But let's make it mad for the family. Remember this here.
Goose Creek, and I was there with Jay Moore and Charlemagne the God, and I was about to head out of town to meet my family and cook for Thanksgiving. I won't mention where I was going, but where I was going, I knew I was not going to be able to find the kind of greens there that I could get here. And so, yes, that was me in my suit and heels, walking through Charleston International Airport, carrying 2 big plastic bags full of fresh South Carolina collard greens.
Get the hell out of here with the jigaboo shit. Huh? This your culture? Don't look like it. Don't look like it. She just a good at being boule. That's a fact. She stomped down. She sucked her way to the top. Huh? She sucked her way to the top. But again, I am saying what we are looking at now is the current play, ladies and gentlemen. This is the current play. They bring out the collard green, fake Converse wearing, right? Tupac Shakur storytelling. Jigaboo. This is a jigaboo. Yeah. Let me pull something else for the family. I got some more for y'all. I don't want us to be remiss on too many things that has happened over the years. Let me really remind some of you folks, especially for the ones that's happy that she got basically an interim candidacy. She's got an interim candidacy, not even the actual position. There's a difference.
We had Jim Crow for almost a century.
Hold on. She's got an intern candidacy, family. All right. Let's pull it up. Don't forget this here, 2022, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget this. I can't, for all the folks, y'all going to see, this going to be a full week of ski weeing going on this whole week. Nothing but ski weeing and out for this and out for that. You're going to see it. Okay? You're going to see a lot of, sorority colors going on this week. But let's play this for the ones, and y'all share this with the folks that got amnesia, family. Make sure you do that.
We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We
Fair
had
use.
Legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities,
which is,
and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
Let's percolate on that for a second. Shout out to your first Indian American VP, ladies and gentlemen. Indian. Actually, you let her tell it. She's Asian, which is true. But you let the jigaboos in this internet world speak on this thing. The bought and paid for propagandists, social engineers, they call them, speak on this. They will tell you she's your first Black female VP. Her mom would say otherwise. And so would her Jamaican dad, that she rarely speaks of, who isn't Black either, Black American, let alone. See, what you will have for the next 3 weeks is a bunch of falsified celebratory bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you, my call to this thing is to bypass all of that bullshit that you're going to be bombarded this upcoming week with. Right? Even this bullshit ass resignation letter, which obviously was written by his publicist and signed by him. Let's be clear. Written by his press team and signed by him. And maybe not even signed by him. Propaganda is deadly, ladies and gentlemen. Propaganda is deadly. They will point you in the direction they want you to look at. They will not tell you that Israel is controlled, is in charge of your protections, and determine whether it is important to dispatch or not dispatch when you make an emergency call, ladies and gentlemen. You're calling 911, and Israel will determine the importance of you being serviced at that moment. Do you hear me? See? Please, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Shout out to Brother Nico. Yes, Kamala definitely helped create a lot of those disparities, locking up a big population of single moms out there in California. Everybody forget that, though, during this Senate term. Yeah, she locked up a bunch of folk. You know what? Let me see if I still got a receipt. I got one receipt from a brother who came out. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I can bear with me and be patient here. I got a receipt from a young man who came out a while ago and said Kamala Harris ran a play on him just so she can get into a better position. Knew he was innocent, but she saw the play all the way through because it would help her politically. And he spent jail time in there because it was for her benefit that he be disparaged. Let me show you something real quick. These are some of the ads coming from your Democratic Party, ladies and gentlemen. These are some of the ads coming out that Democratic Party. Peep this. Peep this shit here. Fair use. Okay? Fair use.
Take that, Trump. Take that, Trump.
Look at the black kids, the black looking kids, right? Black looking kids, the two gay white dads. That's not. Oh, y'all better stop. Hey, listen, this propaganda is a big machine, y'all. It's a big machine. Money, I mean billions and billions of dollars being thrown at this diabolical machine here. Okay? Billions and billions of dollars constantly thrown to sway the minds and thoughts of people. Okay? While this is happening, let's not let certain things pass us up. That these things are currently happening under this very regime. Young man, this family wakes up in New York City and finds a whole illegal immigrant just randomly up in their apartment, squatting.
Guys, this man
woke up in your house. That shit happened.
Woke up in my house, so we don't know who the fuck this man is, bro.
It's open.
This is crazy, bro.
Oh, man.
Hello.
Oh, sir. Hi.
Yes.
Listen, not only are they going into homes, well, into apartments where people are actually in, right? We've seen them go into homes that were, empty, however, still owned by the actual property owner. They're going into apartments now where you actually being in there. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no reason why you should be having any of your house unlocked, especially when you're not there. Do you hear me? This shit is not. A lot of niggas is acting like this is a game. This is not a motherfucking game. Don't look over here. Look over there. This is what's happening. Let me play some more of this.
We all just woke up and he was randomly in our couch. Don't say no now.
Nobody let him in.
So you were like on this whole upstairs, right?
Yeah, I was upstairs. My mom was downstairs. That she came out the room and she seen this guy on our couch, and he just got there. Literally, no.
Was there any sense of forced entry anywhere?
No, I don't. Well, we don't know because we have a backyard, but everything was closed.
Everything was closed. Everything. Shout out to my sister Star. Heavy Jubilee Plantation Jubilee tofu. That's a fact. Next week. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, shit is getting real in these streets. Again, try to have a conversation with family members. They ain't on that type of time. Get from around them. Fuck it. It's got to be like that. You got to be cold. Let me see if I can find this receipt real quick for the family, though. Bear with your what. There's a receipt I want to show you. Young man said Kamala Harris. There we go. Here we go. Now, this young black man describes Kamala Harris, since she's the first black, all this blah, blah, wrongfully sentencing this man to life by Kamala Harris office, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all saw this shit. I'm going to say fair use real quick.
Fair trial twice.
I'm going to say fair use. And Kamala Harris came out clapping. This is the girl they're going to have y'all. You're going to see it. A lot of Casper slotting, a lot of Chuck Taylor, a lot of collard green, all type of shit going to be happening this week. Telling you, them AKAs, they're going to be losing their shit. Oh, we back. We got a chance, girl. A whole bunch of that bullshit. Peep it.
The District Attorney of San Francisco, Kamala Harris, appeared in the courtroom during your trial twice.
Yeah, the two times that Kamala Harris showed up to my trial was when I got convicted and also when they laid down the sentencing.
When you saw her on the day that the verdict was handed down, did you take that as a bad sign?
It felt to me that she was well aware about my case and she was there to set her presence, almost take pride in getting a conviction. When I put in my appeal, the people that's fighting against my appeal to keep the conviction is the Attorney General office. I learned it reading, their reply to my appeal, and you see Kamala Harris' name at the bottom. And now it's starting to feel a little personal.
When you win the $13.1 million, it's a massive settlement. Did you feel like that was enough?
There's not an amount that could get back those 7 years. That 6.5 years that I spent in prison. But instead of me coming home feeling like I was a victim, I wanted to prove that I'm a survivor, and I will not let my story go unheard. I'm not necessarily saying I'm looking for an apology, but some acknowledgement from her that she could have messed up would be, of course, that'd be huge. You could have made some mistakes. You could have missed some things. For me, it was a big miss. I had life in prison.
Shout out to your first black female VP, ladies and gentlemen. Your first Indian American U.S. Senator. Shout out to them collard greens. Listen, I'm telling y'all, this is the banana in the tailpipe, ladies and gentlemen. It is the banana in the tailpipe. Even this, that resignation letter we read in the broadcast that was early today. Okay. It's up here on the screen again. If y'all want to zoom in and do what y'all do and read that. This is all political theater. I am also telling you that Miss Collard Green herself isn't the main candidate. She's not the one. Yeah, she's not going to be the one. They are still slighted to have Hillary Clinton come through. Come through, Hillary, Queen. Yeah, Hillary is still slighted to come through and get that actual candidacy. They're going to roll. Listen, they don't believe you. They believe this chick. But we also can't forget the Hillary Clinton Foundation out there in Haiti, how they've been doing them folks wild, let alone what they do here. Okay. And I ain't got no Pan-African, cape on. That's not my style. However, wrong is wrong. And that Clinton Foundation been doing them folks shitty over there. It was supposed to be money and all types of resources brought over there to Haiti. And they just been milking them folks, finessing them, even trafficking, allegedly. Yeah. We are in a crazy time right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I just deemed it necessary to come to you real quick to let you know that the cyber attacks that you have experienced throughout this past week is all a part of the plan. Okay? They will tell you that there were shortages. They will tell you that that when you start, if in the event that you have to make an emergency call to 911 and you can't necessarily get through, that it's going to be an excuse for why these things can't happen. While last week, 911 had some cyber issues that they were trying to redirect throughout the entire country last week while it was down. The 911 system, emergency call systems were down last week, y'all. How many of y'all knew that? I'm sure many folks didn't know that because you didn't have to make no emergency calls to 911. Right? It was down because they had to redirect the entire system. What I want y'all to be aware of is the next play. They need to find something that's going to qualify enough to create another shutdown, ladies and gentlemen. Another shutdown is looking like it can actually be a real thing. But they can't use some genetic thing to kind of pull this shit off this time. They got to go a different route. War may be the tool with which they use this time to shut the entire country down again. Remember, during that time, a lot of policies were ushered in, y'all, when the country was shut down. America has not been the same since then. The America that y'all knew, I knew, right? And everything has been up since then. Tell me if I'm lying. Everything has been up since they reopened this motherfucker. Niggas was getting in the streets, right? Niggas was getting in the streets, standing on their tens. They said, "Oh no, this shit down. We holding this thing out too long. Put them niggas back on that hamster wheel. Get them back in there." But this time, in order for them to rejoin the hamster wheel, to get back on that hamster wheel, they need to do it on our terms. Get this shot in their arm. That is the detonation button for those who have taken it. If you can, cleanse your system, y'all. Come on, talk that. Talk that. I see y'all in the chat. Provisions. Store provisions, ladies and gentlemen. The water. I would say instead of buying water, invest in purification systems. That is going to go a lot further. Okay? Start stacking up on purification systems, water purifiers, I mean, in particular. Your ammo, that 2A, holla at my brother Lone Wolf. It's up. It's inevitably up, unfortunately. So I just wanted to say this to y'all, man. Shit is going on. Y'all need to keep y'all heads on swivels. Okay? And I do want to say this as well. Don't be under the illusion that this is and I know most of y'all aren't on that type of time, but don't be under this bullshit illusion that a lot of these folks who have come over here are asylum seekers. No, they're they're mercenaries, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, they're mercenaries. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get ready to get out of here, man. I just wanted to bring that to you. Head on swivel. Take some more of your money out the bank. Put it somewhere safe, right? If you got a safe, get you a safe, right? Put some more of your paper in that safe. Don't trust the banking systems. They are making the switch right now. Okay? All these little cyber attacks that aren't being reported on, through the news, that's intentional. Right? Remember, as of to date, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have experienced at least 7 cyber attacks, let alone cargo ships and different things crashing into bridges and things like that. Right? Look how your media plays it down, though. Right? The media maybe took 2 strong days of covering the actual assassination attempt. And then they're like, nothing else to see here. Right? Now, remember, that was an assassination attempt. I got to say this before I go. That was an assassination attempt on a former president. But because that has been allowed little media platforms are spending more time on it than the big media platforms. They need to bring out something else to get you up all from looking at that. Do y'all hear? See, something else as major needs to be done in this moment to redirect you. They kind of treat us as the audience, as the civilian, like dogs. What do I mean by that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, what y'all know, anybody who has had a pet, y'all know once that pet locks in on something, right? You got to kind of shake that pet up to get his head off of what they focusing in on. You got to do something else. Shake them, snap them. You got to do something. They treat us like that. People were locked in on that assassination thing too long this week. People were locked in too long. So they say, you know what? We got to run a play. Get this nigga to go out there and say he's quitting, but he's not actually quitting. Do y'all hear? See what I'm saying? Get this nigga to run out there. Let's play along on the fake illness shit that he's got going on. Get their attention off of what's happening over here. We dropped the ball on the assassination attempt. We've been kind of slipping up on moving a lot of the currencies around, right? The news almost got out on us fucking redirecting the emergency services to Israel. We got to shake it up a touch. Move this nigga out. Bring Kamala up. Buy us some time so we can set up the next play. Mark my words. Chef C said it. 9:53 p.m. July 21st, 2024. Another play is about to happen. You hear me? Let me see what's happening here, man. Let me see. Salute to brother Nico. Salute to everybody that be holding us down, family. Yeah. Salute to everybody. I want to thank everybody for tapping in with your boy. It is time for Chef C to get up out of here. Salute to brother Nico. Salute. But I just wanted to bring that to y'all. Head on swivel. Make the adjustments that are necessary. Don't follow the media. Go the opposite direction. They tell you to look over there. Look the other way. I'm telling you straight up. They tell you to look over there. Look the other way. And ask yourself, why are they telling you to look over there? What the fuck is really going on? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for tapping in for this quick double header. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our time to truly stand for something or fall for anything. I want to thank y'all all for tapping in with me for this late night quick one in here. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out. Salute to the family, ladies and gentlemen. Salute.